Hey, what's going on, everyone? SurgicalSnipes here, back at it again with another Diablo Immortal video. What is going on, everyone? I am back. Your boy is back. Your boy is back on Diablo Immortal. And let's get right into it. Here we go. 18.9k strength, 20k fortitude. You already know what's up, man. All right. We're going straight into this shit, We're in a BG. We're playing against the most craziest players, the most toughest competition out there in the Diablo community. So we gotta bring our A game this time, boys. All right, let's go, y'all. Crazy action. Here we go. All right, we got them there. Oh shit, we're on defense. I forgot. All right, so we got to go over here. And take him out there. One more for the 5-kill streak. Come on, get it. Oh shit, man, I'm getting one shot already, man. There goes the 5-kill streak. Brutal. All right, we got the whole team over here. Gotta wait for that cooldown. All right, we back. Did I get one? I got one. I'm poisoned. I'm burned. I got something for them right there. All right. We got it. Anyways, y'all, I am back. I took a long break. I took like a 2-month break. I took like a 2-month involuntary break from the game. And yeah, I'm back. What happened? I got fucking banned. That's what happened. But it's all good. I'm back now. And we will continue. I'm back. I will continue the Diablo Immortal journey. My crazy, unique Diablo Immortal story journey. What else can we say about it? What else can I say about it? Not too much has changed since the game released. I mean, since I've been away from the game. I'm like fucking 100+ levels away, like 104 levels away from Server Paragon. And yeah, this time around, I'm not gonna really be talking at all in World Chat anymore, or none of that, because that's what got me banned in the first place. The story is, how did I get banned? I've been banned like multiple times, right? Or suspended, banned, whatever you want to call it, multiple times in this game. You see, I've been banned like 3 times already. Actually, 4 times, but I deleted the last one. That happened in June. Yeah. So it is what it is. The time went by, and I had to take a break from the game anyway. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get back up to speed on things, and I wasn't gone too long, but I'm 100 levels away, so I'm gonna have to do some PvE shit, some horseshit TV stuff, so I can make Battlegrounds playable. All right, all right. That was the craziest competition I ever played, by the way. And there it is, y'all. Bronze 4. Bronze 4, y'all. All right. 250 kills, 8 wins, 119 assists, 89% win rate. And my standing is still currently number 1 in the world. Anyways, y'all. Let's talk, y'all. Let's talk, man. We gotta have a talk, y'all, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've talked in one of my Diablo Immortal videos, and I think it's time I continue doing that, you know. Let's talk, y'all. Let's talk Diablo community. Diablo Immortal community, what's going on, y'all? Your boy SurgicalSnipes is back. I'm back in the game, and yeah, you know, I'm happy to be back. Been away from the game for 2 months. Been playing FC Mobile. Been playing a shitload of FC Mobile, and yeah, you know, I'll be switching on. You know, I'll be alternating from game to game, from FC Mobile to Diablo Immortal, and possibly other games too in the future. But yeah, you know, what can I say? You know, Diablo Immortal. You know, oh yeah, for those who are new to the channel and for those who don't know who I am in this game, my unique particular story in this game. You know, the game is called Diablo Immortal. My name is SurgicalSnipes. I'm the number 1 player in this game, which pretty much means that I'm the number 1 player, the number 1 Diablo player in the whole entire world. And yeah, you know, that's pretty much what's going on here, and as far as the my story in this whole thing, you know. So yeah, you know, now you guys know, if you guys are new to the channel, you know, I am literally Diablo in the Blizzard entertainment in the Blizzard Entertainment franchise game, which is the Diablo series. Diablo, right? They got Diablo 1, 2, 3, 4, and Diablo Immortal. This game right here. I am Diablo, so since I'm the number 1 player, I have all the right to be called Diablo in this shit. So if you guys ever wanted to know who Diablo was from the Blizzard Diablo franchise, the number 1 player, it's me. And how did I go to that conclusion and all that? How did I find out? How did I self-proclaim all this? How did I realize all this? That's for another video, you know. And I have plenty of videos of me talking about it over the years since the game has been launched. And yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to streaming and making these Diablo Immortal videos. You know, I want to make some guides. I want to make some tutorial vids on, especially my class, you know, on the Demon Hunter class here. Since this is the only class that's playable for me, because I'm only at 1288 resonance, and I really don't like playing PvE. You know, player versus environment. I hate it. I don't hate it. You know, hate's it's too strong of a word, but I don't enjoy playing PvE at all. For me, it's a chore. It's something that needs to be done in order to make PvP, player versus player, more playable. And which is, for me, it sucks because I'm a PvP player, right? I just want to log into the game and play the battlegrounds, and that's it. in a fair play PvP matchmaking. Of course, this game is pay to win horseshit, so we're not going to be able to do that. But at least we have Conqueror PvP. Conqueror PvP, as you guys know, is the actual fair play PvP mode of the game. Even though it has its quirks and shit, still, like you can still get one shot if the player has his optimum build on. His optimum one shot build, and you got to be careful for all that, But so it's not perfect, but it's way better than the battlegrounds, than the current battlegrounds, the pay to win horseshit battlegrounds that we have now. But it is what it is, y'all. All we can do is just keep going with it. Min-max our characters to the best. Min-max our characters to the best of our ability, and invest into the game if you want. If you want to spend $50 in the game, $100 in the game, or 1,000 or tens of thousands of dollars into the game, it's all up to you guys on how far you want to go in the resonance shit, in the pay to win horse shit in this game. It sucks too because I'm not going to be able to play against the whales in battlegrounds for the most part. I mean, sometimes, but I won't be matched up against them, and a lot of them know who I am. So it sucks that we aren't able to compete against each other in the battlegrounds. But hopefully they will be lucky enough to face me in the Conqueror PvP mode when that releases every now and then. And yeah, so it is what it is, y'all. The pay to win ain't going nowhere, unfortunately. But like I said, Conqueror PvP will be here hopefully soon. And in the meantime, it's just pay to win horseshit battlegrounds, pay to win horseshit BGs. In the meantime, and since I'm 100 levels or like 103 levels away from server Paragon, I'm 103 levels. I'm 100 plus levels pretty much away from server Paragon. I got a lot of grinding to do. I got a lot of PvE grinding to do, and yeah. So I'm not gonna be talking in world chat no more, y'all. Like, so this is a story, right? I forgot to mention this. I don't know, but I went on my True Immortal World Server Tour. My True Immortal World Server Tour, right? I'm the number one player in Diablo Immortal, so the game is called Diablo Immortal. I am the true immortal of Diablo Immortal, right? So you guys know the titles in the immortals of the clan, right? Of the faction, the immortal faction. The highest rank, the highest title is called the Immortal, right? With this shit right here. You see, our current server's immortal leader is gonna have the title there. It's called the Immortal. Hall of Ascension, only immortals may enter the Hall of Ascension. All right, so that's the Immortal Statue. I'm the actual real Immortal. I'm the true Immortal of the entire game, not just this server, not just, I'm the true Immortal of the entire game. So my name is supposed to be on the statue of all the servers worldwide, of all the servers, since I'm the number one player of the game. If you take away all the pay to win horse shit, and if you make all the PvP matches all fucking fair play PvP, same stats and shit and everything, then I'm the number one player. I'm literally Diablo of the Diablo franchise, right? Because it's extremely difficult to kill me in this game in a fair fight. I proved it so many times. I proved it so many times. I made multiple videos upon multiple videos, countless videos of my PvP matches in the battlegrounds where I'm going in with 1288 resonance or less back in the day. I've been number one in all classes in the battlegrounds, except for the new classes, Tempest and Druid, because it's impossible for me to compete in the battlegrounds as far as getting battleground points, because the whales, the dolphins and whales are able to have better chances at winning the match for obvious reasons, the pay to win. I mean, there's only so much I can do with 1288 resonance, but I give them hell, and I've dominated matches. I've run matches where I've got an MVP versus players who spent hundreds or thousands into the game. So I already know what it is. So everything I'm saying is true. I have a bunch of haters because I self-proclaim all this shit that I'm Diablo and I'm the immortal of Diablo Immortal and all that shit. It is what it is. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're just haters. They're just jealous. Because they put two and two together and they realize it's me, so that's why they talk shit. Right? Nobody can talk shit to me about the PvP of this game. Nobody. Not the whales, not the dolphins, not your favorite YouTuber, Diablo Immortal YouTuber. Nobody can talk shit about my PvP skills, my one-of-a-kind PvP skills in this game. Right? And I know it comes across as me bragging and boasting about it, but I'm just trying to get the message out, y'all. Like, I mean, shit. I'm the number one fucking player of the entire fucking game. If I'm the number one player of the entire fucking game, I'm gonna let everyone know. Might as well. What was I gonna do? Not tell everybody? Not say that I'm the number one player? Was I supposed to just keep it to myself? Nah, man. The Diablo community at least should know who it is. That way there's no bullshit. That way there's no horse shit going on around. For some reason, there's players that actually believe that the whales and the dolphins are good players and shit, when they don't even know if they're good at the game or not. When they don't even know that if they're good at the game or not. They're good amongst each other, right? They play against each other, similar stats, similar resonance, around the same resonance bracket, right? Or they easily just one shot the players with a lower resonance than them. So that's all bullshit, as we know. But we get all these whales and dolphins and high resonance players who spent thousands into the game, uploading their videos and shit of their unlegit PvP matches, trying to pretend that they're actually good at the game, trying to make you guys think that they actually know how to play the game correctly, or that they're this amazing player and shit. And that's what's been going on these last couple of years with this game, so it ain't nothing new. I just gotta tune all that shit out, because all the noise, because it's bullshit. What has it gotten me by talking to these people? Nothing, right? It gave me a shitload of number one fans, which are my haters. I call my haters my number one fans. You know, they're just people who like to watch my videos because they know I am exactly who I say I am, and they know exactly who I say I am, and they're jealous. They're jealous that it's not them, or they're jealous that someone can actually prove the crazy claim of being the number one player of the whole entire Diablo franchise. because of what it means and the symbolism behind it all, and I accept the role because it's the truth, so why would I shy away from it? So Blizzard, if you guys are watching, which I know you guys aren't, you know, holla at your boy, man. Let's talk. Let's talk. Blizzard, you knew this day was gonna happen. That one day the actual Diablo player, the actual Diablo of your Diablo franchise would appear. And that person is me. That person's me. So since I'm the actual Diablo character of your Diablo franchise, you know, on that fact alone, I think we should talk. I mean, shit. I should at least get a shirt, or a hat, a Diablo hat or something, or a Diablo T-shirt. It would be cool to get my statue, in the Diablo headquarters. I mean, in the Blizzard headquarters. In front of the Diablo department or in front of the campus of the Blizzard headquarters somewhere. I believe I'm entitled to that, because I earned that. Anyone who thinks that I'm joking, anyone who thinks that I have no idea what I'm saying, who thinks I'm delusional or some shit, you have no fucking idea, man. You're just talking horse shit. You're just jealous. You know exactly it's me. And you just want to type your 2 cents in there because, I don't know, just for shits and giggles, right? You're not going to beat me in a fair fight in the PvP of this game. And why do I say that I'm the number one player, the number one Diablo player in the world, and not just number one Diablo Immortal player in the world? There's a story behind that also, on how I came up with all that. How could I possibly claim to be the number one Diablo player out of all the Diablo games when I never played Diablo 1, 2, 3, or 4? I've only played Diablo Immortal. So how can I possibly say that I'm the number one Diablo player out of all the games in the franchise? Well, as we all know here, Diablo Immortal is the pay to win version of Diablo, right? Diablo 1, 2, and 3 and 4 isn't pay to win, right? Only Diablo Immortal is, because it's a mobile game first. It was designed for mobile games, for mobile gaming. So the PvP in this game is pay to win horseshit, right? So what does that mean? That means that people can pay thousands of dollars to balloon their stats all the way to a point where as soon as they touch you, you get one shot and you die. If you don't have the same stats, if you didn't pay the same as they did. So that's why it's unlegit. It's unlegit, and the PvP is unlegit. But I work around all that shit because I min-max my character, not to the best of my ability, but to the best with the time that I put into the game. Right? Like if I really wanted to, I could really min-max and get the best possible. But that shit's so fucking boring. It's boring. It's boring to grind PvE all day. And it's a crazy thing to say, I know, because Diablo, the franchise, it's all about mostly PvP, right? It's mainly about PvE, circle farming, and running around and shit, doing the same shit over and over and over again on an endless loop. And I can't do that shit. It's not fun. It's not fun. Plus, I play solo a lot. I really don't have that many friends on this game, which is unfortunate. But anyways, So yeah, these immortal statues that you see here, these golden immortal statues, it's all fake. It's all fake. No disrespect to the players, the immortal leaders of their factions, of their clans. They run their organization, they run their clans and shit. They get the gold statue right here in West March, but we all know that the immortal is the number one PvP guy. The immortal is the true immortal is the number one PvP player of the game, which is me. So, from my point of view, right, all these gold statues from all the servers is bullshit. Should be my name. Am I right? Am I wrong? You decide. Type down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts and opinions. I'll read them. Don't worry. I will read them. But if it gets too crazy, you guys got to get banned, from my comment section. If you guys go crazy, I mean, you can talk shit. I'm always, having cool. I'm always open to an open, friendly debate. But when the shit gets out of line and it's fucking got nothing to do with the game and shit, that's when the comment ban happens. So if you want to talk in my fucking comment section and shit, just make it make sense, Because what are you gonna talk shit about? You can't talk shit about my PvP skills. So what are you gonna talk shit about? I mean, honestly, right? If you have a negative comment to say about my PvP skills in this game, all right, what are you gonna tell me? That I'm delusional? You're lying if you say that. What are you gonna say, that I'm not the number one Diablo player in the world? You're lying when you say that. What are you gonna say, that I'm not really Diablo from the Diablo franchise? You're lying if you say that. So what kind of horse shit are you gonna tell me? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, and then I will entertain the conversation, and I might possibly reply back. But make it make sense. But if it's off topic and you're just gonna talk all this horse shit about some random shit, I don't want to see that shit. I don't need to see that shit. So, anyways, y'all, I'm back in Diablo Immortal. Oh yeah, I forgot to say how I got banned, right? So how I got suspended for a month. Well, I think they gave me a 1 month suspension ban because I was on my True Immortal World Tour. I was on my True Immortal World Tour, and what does that mean? That means I went to different servers in different regions, right? I went to Europe, I went to Oceania, and then and even the servers in NA. Not all of them, but most of them. And I was just on World Chat talking about my promoting the True Immortal World Tour, letting everyone know, hey man, I am the True Immortal of Diablo Immortal, the number one player, the number one Diablo player in the world, and you can only imagine the horseshit they were telling me, y'all. you know, and I'm not gonna say it because it's inappropriate, but you can only imagine what these kind of people say, They have no fucking clue. They have no clue. No clue. Zero common sense whatsoever. I mean, look at my fucking clan name. Look at the clan name. That's real. That's real. No, it's not Elon Musk, Elon Musk is the number one whale, right? So that's why his name's on the top of the search engine. But if you keep scrolling down, you'll see my videos and shit. Or if you go to videos and shit, you will see my videos will pop up in the search. So if you go in Google and you type that in, Google #1 Diablo player, you hit search, and then Elon Musk will be popping up for his Diablo 4 stuff. But then you keep scrolling down, you'll see my stuff, and then if you click videos, then you'll see a bunch of my stuff also. So it's really me. What did you guys think that it was gonna be the guy who spent the most money in this game? The mega whales? No, that's the opposite, you know? We have to understand here, guys, like resonance, this thing right here, resonance, that's like your handicap rating. Similar to golf. If you guys don't know about golf, you know, they give you a handicap rating, especially if you're a beginner. If you have to play with a handicap, that way you have a chance of playing the game. So the higher the resonance, the higher the handicap player. You see, the more resonance you have, the more help you need, the more extra help you need to play the game. Right? More resonance equals more handicap. So the max resonance, I don't know if it's still the highest one right now currently. I think it's either 13K res or 14K resonance. It's either 12 or 13K resonance. I think it's 13K resonance still. It might have increased since I've been gone, but let's just say let's say you have 13K resonance. What does that mean? You spent a shitload on the game, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, 100K plus or 300K plus or more. But what does that really mean besides that the person's a super well? It means when you have that max resonance or high resonance, that means that you're playing the game on easy mode. It means that you need the extra help to play the game, right? You can't play the game competitively without having that. Right now, but we can't hate the player. We got to hate the game for that shit, right? Because they allow it. Blizzard allows that shit because it's a pay to win game. So it doesn't become a contest of who paid of who's better mechanically at pushing the buttons and executing the strategies in the PvP. It becomes now when you make a game pay to win, it becomes a contest of who paid the most, which is ridiculous. Right? Because everybody's different, right? Everybody's financial situation is different, right? Not everybody can spend $1,000 in the game. Not everybody can spend even 20, $50 in the game. You see? Let alone fucking tens of thousands or 100 grand plus on a fucking video game. See? Because everybody's lives are different, right? And it should never have come down to that in gaming, but you know, that's the trend now. We're in different times now, 2025, and that's how mobile games are. You know, they're pay to win, most of them, and it's complete horseshit, you know. Because PvP should never have been about that. You know, if you want to monetize the PvE, the player versus environment, then that's fine. Monetize the PvE grind, you know. If people don't want to PvE all fucking day, no lifing that shit, then let them monetize that. Let them pay to fast forward and skip all that grinding bullshit. Because people got better shit to do than fucking grind all fucking day PvE. You know? Well, it depends what kind of player you are. Some people are PvE players and some are PvP players. Me, I'm a PvP player, you know. I like to compete against other people in video games, and I think I do it pretty good. I think I do not too bad of a job, if I do say so myself. But yeah, fucking, that's what it is, y'all. So if you guys see Diablo Immortal creators Diablo Immortal YouTubers who are whales or dolphins, and they're trying to pass off as a good player, don't fall for that shit, you know? They don't have a single idea of what it's like to play the game how I play the game. You know, how do I play the game? Well, just look at my stats here. No, look at my gear. I'm running 2-star gems only. I'm 1288 resident. 1 and 2-star gems, you know. I got a rank 5 Fervent Fang. Where the fuck is this one at? Did I pass it? Did I pass it? Oh yeah. So rank 5 Fervent Fang, rank 5 Crimson, rank 5 Mother's Lament, rank 5 Power and Command, a rank 6 Bloody Reach, rank 5 Spectre Glass, rank 10 Berserker's Eye, and a rank 10 Entropic Well. So these are all 1 and 2-star gems that I'm running. I don't use any runes. You can see I have no runes. I have no runes in my gear as well. So I don't use any 5-star gems. I don't use any runes. I don't use any charms. And I don't use any familiars. You see what I'm saying? I don't use any of that shit. So if you guys see in my videos, in my description, it says no 5-star gem training wheels and charms and runes and familiars equipped. I don't equip that shit. I don't need to. So if players are talking horse shit about my PvP skills, I'm like, dude, you have no fucking idea what you're saying. Because I can do all this shit, right? I can get my kill streaks and shit and get kills versus players who are double, triple my resonance, who are using all that other shit, who are equipping all that other shit, right? They use 5-star gem training wheels, they equip charms, they equip runes, and they equip familiars because that's what the game tells them to do. But I didn't do that shit. I don't equip that shit. I equip it in Conqueror PvP. I equip the 5-star gems in Conqueror PvP because that way it's fair play, you know. And I played Conqueror matches with my 1 and 2-star gems, and I was able to do decent in matches also. But it's about having a fair playing field, y'all. That's what it's about. And that's what I do in Conqueror PvP, right? I run these right here. I run these 5-star gem training wheels, right? Everybody knows you got to run a Blood-Soaked Jade. And then these other ones, I definitely a Blood-Soaked Jade and a Roiling Consequence. What else? The others are, you can switch around, but Bottle Hope, I like Bottle Hope a lot also. Because it's different in Conqueror PvP because you only get 6 slots. So these are the 6 that I run. I will take out Echoing Shade for a what was that shit called? It's not Roiling Consequence. It's the other one that just came out not too long ago. Colossus Engine, yeah, Colossal Engine. And I'm sure there's another one that I should be putting in there instead of Maw of the Deep. I think it's called Wolfheart or something. Wolfheart, something like that. Anyways, there's extra shit that I gotta learn because I've been away from the game for 2 months, so we'll see what's up. But anyways, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video. You know, I just want to say I'm back. I'll be making some tutorial vids or guides on whatever I can make guides on, and but the main thing will be, of course, the PvP matches, the battlegrounds. I'm not gonna really socialize like I said too much anymore because all that did was just get me banned. So I'm just gonna be focusing on the game, and yeah, you know, making these videos to hopefully help you guys out, and yeah, you know, I'm here for the ride. You know, let's all enjoy the show, and I'm happy to be back. You know, this is the video. I'm happy to be back. The return of SurgicalSnipes, the #1 Diablo player in the whole world, the true immortal of Diablo Immortal. I'm happy to be back, y'all. Blizzard, if you can hear me, I got something to tell y'all. I got something to say to y'all. You ready? I am Diablo. I am Diablo. Yeah, I'm Diablo, y'all, so. Let's talk, Blizzard, you know? Let's talk. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and yeah. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Here we go. It's your boy SurgicalSnipes. And I'll see you in the next one.